Greetings, friends. I'm Pastor Ivy Govan from St. Timothy Lutheran Church in Bemis Point, New York. There's a study that several of us are going to be going through, and to make it a little bit easier for everyone, we are using this book, this time 30-Day Journey with Dietrich Bonhoeffer. We've gone through some other 30-day journey books, but this is the one we're using now. And so I'd like to share with you day one's reading. This is quoting Dietrich Bonhoeffer. Only those who, in following Christ, leave everything they can stand. Only those who, in following Christ, leave everything they have, can stand and say that they are justified solely by grace. We begin our journey with Bonhoeffer with several readings from Discipleship, largely a commentary on Jesus' Sermon on the Mount. This book has become a classic text of Christian ethics and spirituality. While the early English translations called it The Cost of Discipleship, the original German title means simply discipleship. More literally, it means following after, so that the meaning of discipleship in German vividly emphasizes that disciples are those who follow after Jesus. Bonhoeffer emphasizes that disciples leave their old lives behind and follow Jesus wherever he calls. Reflection. The way we live in our everyday lives influences our relationship with God. While we know that salvation is a gift from God, we also know that how we live matters. We are saved by grace, but also need to choose to live as disciples. Bonhoeffer talks about the importance of discipleship, of leaving everything behind to follow Jesus Christ. To be a disciple is to hear the call of Christ, follow after him, and find salvation that is possible only as God's gift. In taking this step, we find true freedom and realize that it was God who made such a step possible in the first place. Taking that step of discipleship helps us see in time what God's grace means for our lives. What is one thing you could leave behind today as you follow Christ? Take that first step and pay attention to what unfolds in response. Have a good evening.